This character is level 77. She's still wearing Saigon's boots and Saigon's belt because I simply haven't found anything better. 20 to life, 20 to fire res, 20 faster run walk, and 40 cold. That's not really the stats that I want, and I know I can shop for better things. I can, well, if there were boots being offered, I could potentially buy, 40% faster run walk with 40% fire resistance, and goodness knows what I had on the belt, maybe some lightning resistance, maybe some life, similar to what I've got really, but just better rolls. I could run in and out of town 100 million times all the way over to the waypoint, wherever the regular exit is. I can't even see it on this map. I don't want to spend that much time shopping. So I'm going to modify the game quickly to just buy what I want quickly. To make our shopping easier, we need to modify 3 files. In this case, it's armor because I'm talking about boots and belts, as well as magic prefix and magic suffix. So let's copy those into our mod and then open them up with Excel. Now there are several parts to this that you have to think about. So firstly, let's look at the suffixes and prefixes. That's probably the easier part to start with. If we set our filters on and we say magic suffix is of acceleration, there is only one to worry about. It goes on boots. The column we're interested in is frequency. I haven't found a theoretical maximum of this, so I'm going to try 1,000 and see what happens. Previously I've done 200 and I've sort of found that 200 isn't really high enough. We'll do the same thing for prefix. This time I want Ruby, and I want to make sure I pick the right Ruby. We want the one that's on boots, and we want it to not be version 0. So boot, Ruby, you'll see version 1, not version 0. Frequency, let's say 1,000 again. And for the armor sheet, it's a little bit more complicated. If I freeze the top row, scroll down to about 150, yeah, 152 is wormhide boots, which I know I can wear. Across here, you'll find columns labeled chassis min, chassis max, chassis mag min, chassis mag max, and chassis magic level. And you'll notice there's a 255 in the magic level. If I chuck the number of items I want to find in here, get rid of all of these 1s and 2s. We don't want other things to spawn right now. We want the equivalent of basic boots, line 35. Line 35, there we are. We can fit 25 of them in a 10 by 10 grid. We want the magic level to be set to 1. And on the far right, we want the hell upgrade column to say U for Uber light boot, which is the code for ULB, is the code for our wormhide boots. ULB, there it is. So that should do the trick. Save all those files. You don't actually have to close Excel. Just minimize all of that and jump into the game. And here you'll see there are many sets of boots. Obviously, 1,000 frequency wasn't enough because I'm still getting all sorts of other random things turning up, but we should see plenty of these red colored ones. That's the best roll we've got, 4036. I mean, it's not bad, but because it's so easy, I'm getting greedy now. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, I see. I had forgotten this character hasn't actually spent any time in hell yet. Okay, 4039, close enough. And now we can do the same thing with the belts. First thing I want to do is work out what sort of belt I can wear. Alright, the strength on a Vampire Fang belt is low enough that I can use it. Let's find the code for that. Vampire Fang belt code is UVC. Cool. Find our equivalent, which is the light belt. Go all the way to the right. Hell upgrade is UVC. Now with belts being as small as they are, we can actually fit 50 of them in there. Get rid of the boots that we were playing with earlier. That should be fine for the armor section. Now we need to think about prefixes and suffixes. What stats do I want on my belt? I would like maximum lightning res. Belts aren't called out specifically, but it can spawn on armor. So there we are. Okay, amber. I want an amber belt of, how about the whale? Amber belt of the whale. Okay, so prefix, this time we want amber. And let's try an even higher number than 2000. The only armor entry I can see is on the version 0, which is puzzling because I didn't think that would show up. And frequency is 0. What on earth is going on here? Ultimately, we can just do that for all of the entries. That might be the easiest way. Save that one. And then it was of the whale. Okay, that's much easier. There's only one entry available. Minimize all of that and go back into the game. And here we have plenty of red belts to indicate of the whale. Let's find the one with the best lightning resistance. We've got 9833 there. $146. Sounds pretty good. Yep, that's as good as I'm going to get. That's fine with me. And now, even though my character is a long way from maxed out, I'm a little bit better off than I was before. And it took me a lot less time than running in and out of the town over and over and over and over and over.